All right, game on. So, welcome everybody to our 6 p.m. seminar today for Monday, the 24th of March. We have three lovely pianists here with us. I'd like to welcome Anya. All right, Anya, go ahead, take it away.
My name is Anya. Today I'm performing Anjali Anjali by A.R. Rahman. And I'm going to do title for this piece.
You're going to do what, sorry?
Title. I know it's not written, but I'm going to do it.
Okay, great. Congrats, Anya. Is
Thank
that
you.
the first time that you've played this in
Yes.
class? Performance seminar?
Yeah.
Great. So, how was that performance for you?
Good. Like, I accidentally had like a hand slip. Starting from the next part.
The next part, as in the second page.
Like, the third page, I think.
That's fine. That's fine. It's hand slips happen. The most important thing is that you've got a good feel for how the piece should go, right? You've got a good feel for the notes and also the style of the piece, right? Ya da dum da dee da da dum. Are you is the way that you play it based on what you see on the page, or are you also hearing the music in your ear and like the actual soundtrack?
I think I'm more hearing it from my ear.
Yeah, it's good because it's pretty accurate. The rhythms that you've got here. Um, what are some of the things that you want to continue improving with playing this piece?
Like,
Because you see you added
maybe,
pedal, right? So that's different.
yeah, maybe like I can add a little more dynamics, like in the third page, like starting from that second part, like a little more, like until,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, because this is where it starts to change key, doesn't it?
yeah.
Right. We go to B minor. We go to a minor key, and then we return back to D major here. Does it go to any other minor keys?
I think like for the left hand, it goes, um,
Minor.
and that's C. I think that's like C major, like for the left hand part. It's on the like the first part on the first page.
First page. Okay, let me have a look.
So it on the left hand it's D A
Ah,
D.
yeah, yeah, that's quite nice, right? Going
Yeah.
from D major to C major. So not quite a minor key, but this is a nice color because we don't expect this, right? It should be a C sharp, shouldn't it? Should be a C sharp, but the C natural in there um, kind of catches us off balance. So these are some things you want to look out for when when you're reading a piece of music. Like, are there any accidentals that go against, like additional accidentals? Because these provide different kinds of color, don't they?
Yeah.
Music. Okay, very cool. All right, well, continue experimenting with and listening out for when you have new key changes, right? Even here, going from the B to the B flat. This is a really nice moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that in the piece. It makes it sound just a little bit more sad, and then it's hopeful again here, and then we're back into it. So adding in sharps to a piece of music, if done correctly, it changes the feel or the color of the music.
Yeah.
So continue listening out to those there because that's going to really help you add in dynamics. You can judge your dynamics based on when the music changes different keys or modulates. That's a really nice word that you guys should learn. As you play more and more music, sometimes you'll be playing in different keys. Not necessarily the key stays in the same key as the opening. And so the word we use when it changes key is modulates. Yeah. Okay, really cool, Anya. Look forward to hearing some more of this, and it sounds great with the pedal.
Thank you.
Nice. All right, we will continue. Hey, Masara, you're back. All right. Would you like to introduce yourself and what you're going to play?
My name is Sarah, and I'm going to be playing Tiny Toon Adventures.
Nice. I liked how you added two C's there at the bottom. One wasn't enough, right? Very good, Sarah. Okay, so why don't you talk us through that performance?
Mm, so I think I did pretty well at the beginning and the second page and most of the third page. I just made like a few mistakes. So with the notes, so when I was supposed to do, I accidentally did. So I skipped the F.
That's okay though. I think what you want to do with this piece here is you're still playing it quite quickly. By playing it a little slower, because like I've said before, when you play this, there are a lot of sharps, right? There are a lot of sharps to navigate. So if you play it at a slightly slower speed, it's going to be easy for you to get all these notes in time and any jumps that you need. Yeah. Um, what were your thoughts on this performance, Anya?
I think it was good. Like maybe like a little more dynamics.
What do you
Like
think about that, Tara? A little bit more of the dynamic range. Yeah, really exaggerate it. I mean, because even the opening, you can be a little bit louder, ba, da, da, right? And really make the most of these accents. Okay. All right, really good. What would you change for next time, Sarah, if there was anything that you would change?
Mm, dynamics. Mm, dynamics a little slower.
I think so. So play around with that. Listen to this recording back though. Listen to this recording back and see for yourself the areas that you reckon you could have slowed down to be more accurate. And it'll also show you where ideally you can put dynamics. Okay. Done. All right, Miss Tesla, your turn.
My name is Tessa, and I'm going to be playing Patchable Cannon.
Well done, Tesla. Where's your camera? You there?
Oh, yeah, I'm there.
Hello. How
It
was
wasn't,
that for you?
it wasn't working, so like I finally fixed it. I was trying
That's
to fix
fine.
it.
That's fine. We got to hear you at least. That's great. So, why don't you share us your experience of that performance? How
So
was it?
like I was kind of nervous, so that's why I made a few mistakes.
It happens. That's all right. The most important thing is you kept playing. You kept playing, even if it got a little bit wobbly. You kept on pushing through. So that's great. Uh, how would you, if you were to play it again, what would you do differently so you would be less nervous?
Maybe like try to play it more smoothly.
Mm. You could play it more smoothly, but also it's very similar to what we were talking with Sarah, right? Sarah, what's the one big thing that you need to do with your piece that you can suggest a Tesla to also do? Play it what?
A bit slower.
Yeah, bang on. Yeah, because playing it slower will allow more time for the body to breathe, for the mind to adjust as to where to send the hands. Right? There's a lot going on when we play piano. There's a lot of moving parts. We're thinking about the tempo. We're thinking about the rhythm. Thinking about the notes. Thinking about movement. Right? All of that stuff. So by slowing it down, it gives us more time to be able to get to where we want to get to, right? In the right style. So all of this was fine. This was great. Da dee da da ba da da da. Uh, you you could focus a bit more on balance as well to make these melodies come out a bit more, right? So bring the left hand down a wee bit, but up the level, the volume for the right hand. And also by playing it slower, all of this stuff will be easier to handle, right, Tesla?
Yeah.
Dun, ga, dee, dun, da, ga, da, 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 dee, da, dee, da, da, da. Um, yeah, Sarah, do you wanna make some thoughts? Do you want to give some compliments to Tesla? What did you enjoy about her performance? Sarah, you there?
I just like the whole thing.
Yeah. and it's good, right? She played it with confidence. So now what we're working on is, and this is what the beauty of performance seminar is, we get to present currently where we're at. And where we're at isn't the way that you play in Kaizen, but it's the way you play in performance seminar because you're playing the whole thing, right? From top to bottom, and some of us are playing it by memory. So, but I firmly believe by slowing it down is going to give you more time to be able to get all these notes really clearly, get the rhythm really clear, and also the dynamics. Yeah. What do you reckon, Tesla?
Hmm?
What do you reckon? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Excellent. All right. Well, ladies, that brings us to the end. I think that one of the big key things that we've taken away from today is find a tempo that's suitable enough for your piece of music so that you can handle it, right? So that your hands know exactly where to be at any one point, and it just makes it a lot more enjoyable to play. Yeah. Also, dynamics. Keep that in mind as well. So, Anya, remember that as you're playing, if you're playing a piece of music that has no dynamics in it, you have to figure out, where can I add dynamics? Well, sometimes it's in the parts that are really intense. The music is quite quick. You can make that loud, or sometimes it's in the parts that have different sharps or flats because the color is a little bit different. And so you want to showcase to the listener, hey guys, listen here. This is where we change key, or this is where we go to the major or the minor, right? So music leaves a lot of clues. We just need to study it a little bit more so that we can figure out how to play it, okay? All right, well, that brings us to the end of our seminar. Thank you so much for joining. Watch the video, and so you can learn a little bit more about how you guys play today, all right? Well done, everybody. Have a good evening.